Hey Jazz. Hey Facebook Live. What's going on? Hey Greg. How's everybody doing today on this beautiful Friday? Um, yeah, I'm doing something a little different today. I think the last few days I've been going hard on everybody, so I want to do something a little easier, a little bit more lighthearted, and hopefully it touches you. And if it does, please like, please share, please comment, and yeah, let's get it going. Hey everybody. Hey Kaisha. Hey Derek. How's everybody doing today? And today I want to talk about vision boarding. I'm actually in my bathroom, I guess, bathroom hallway. Um, and behind me is my me and Jazz's vision board. And we vision board like kind of like crazy. I got even stuff on the wall here. It's kind of madness. And I know some people may not believe in law of attraction or may not believe in manifestation, and that's all good. Everyone's entitled to your own beliefs. But I wanted to show you something today that may inspire you a little bit differently. I started vision boarding around 2000 and I think 11 or 12. Actually 2013 I started vision boarding. And I had a vision board video. Instead of doing just a regular vision board, I wanted to do a video because somebody told me the more you can fulfill your feelings into it, that's how you can manifest things, right? And I just want to show you a few things of what we've kind of manifested throughout the years via vision boarding. That's why we believe in it, because it has worked for us in many different ways. I don't know what happens to your subconscious mind when you see pictures over and over again, and especially if you add feeling into it. Once we added some real feeling into it and we believe that it could be possible, it kind of helped us. And one thing I want to show you, so this was a picture. I actually took it off the wall because we manifested it. We wanted to live in a place that was kind of a townhouse that, Jazz could do her studio and all the things at the bottom. And now we live in a nice townhouse where Jazz does her studio at the bottom, which is really cool. And I remember when we moved in, she's like, "Hey, babe, do you remember that picture?" I'm like, "What picture?" And then she went through our box, and then she pulled out this photo, and and she was like, "Babe, we're living here." And I'm like, "Wow!" Even though it doesn't look exactly like the photo, because this is actually, I think, in Europe, a European style home, but we still got pretty much exactly what we wanted: a 3-bedroom. A place where she could do her work downstairs, a place I could have an office. So it's really awesome. And so I wanted to show you a little bit of a clip of what I used to look at every night. I watched this video every single night without quit. Even when I actually put it on my phone so I could watch it when I'm not at home. And I thought it was really cool. And so I wanted to show you this really quick, if you just bear with me a little bit. This is my computer screen, so I actually had music to it, and it would fade in and out. It was really, really cool. So I would watch this every single day, and it helped get into my subconscious, that I knew that my thoughts were things. And so I just want to stop. Can I stop here? So this car was on my vision board. This is a 2013. I actually own this car now, right? Which is really, really dope. Because it was on my vision board in, wow, it's a 2013, and I got it, babe, when did I get this? 2016 I got it. But it was on my vision board on 2013. Of course, things may not manifest the exact time that you want them to. There's a gestation period for things to happen in your own life for you to be ready. Because when I wanted the car, I wasn't ready for the car. I couldn't do the payments, definitely not the insurance, that thing's expensive. And so I wasn't ready for the car, but it was always on my vision board. And I watched this video constantly. And I even put it on my Facebook wall. And I remember somebody messaged me once and said, "Hey, is that your car?" I said, "Yeah." Way before it was my car. And now that I get a chance to drive it around, it makes me feel so blessed because, something that you hope and wish for becomes your manifestation. And I believe that could happen for every one of you. There's things in this video I still don't have yet. I still haven't done yet, but I know it's possible because if one thing can manifest, then anything can manifest. And that's my whole way of thinking. If I could do it one time, why can't I do it a fourth time? Why can't I do it a fifth time? Why can't I do it a sixth time? Actually, let me pause here for a second. This is before me and Jazz met. So I had this on my vision board. It was me like to find somebody that I can enjoy my time with, I can eat with, and have good dinners with, and go out with. And now we have plenty of date nights. And this is before we met. I think I was watching these a year before we got back together. And it's just so weird how it happened that all these things that I was wanting start to show up in my life after I kept watching these videos, after I kept getting my emotions attached to it, after I believed that it was possible for me, that I start to see these things manifest into my life. So to answer the question, I do believe vision boarding works. I do believe vision boarding works. Oh, tell them about the list. So I made a list about my perfect ideal mate. And I wrote it down, and I said, okay, I want a woman like this, with all these criterias, even physical, what she looked like, everything, because I have kind of a type, right? And man, it was so weird when we got together. One day we were sitting, and we were relaxing. Actually, I want to stop the video. Oh man, sorry. I want to show you this picture real quick, if I could pause it. So I made a list, and exactly all the criteria that I want. And one day, we got together, all these things, and I told her about my list. And she said, really? I was like, yeah. So she said, read it to me. I read it to her, and it fit her to a T. It was her on that manifestation list because I wrote it down and I believed it was possible. And I made room for it. I actually made room in my closet before we ever got together. I used to sleep only on my left side of the bed because I thought to myself, okay, if you do find somebody, where's she gonna sleep? So they always say make room for what you want. Make room for it. So I said always sleep on the left side of the bed because I said, okay, her side would be the right. And then now I always sleep on the left side of the bed and her side is the right. And it's just so cool that when I see these pictures and I look back, I'm like, wow, we've done some of these things. Like, so me and Jazz snuck on a yacht once. And when I see this picture, it reminds me when we snuck on the yacht because we sat right there in the back and then we're pretending like we owned the yacht and all these things, even though we snuck up on it. But it was so cool to see this picture that, hey, that's something that, is a moment you manifested. And you may not believe it. You may say, hey, Rich, that sounds hairy-fairy. That's a little bit over the top for me. But for me, in my own mind, I believe it works because I've seen it. I've seen many things, and I just want to show you this last picture, which I thought was so cool. Sorry, because there's a few things that just haven't manifested just yet. So here, this was part of my picture, a lioness to my lion, and then show this image. So this is the cool part. So I said, okay, who's my ideal kind of girl, right? And I had this picture I put up. And kind of the small nose, curly hair, freckles it's just my girl. And it helped me once I had a vision of who I kind of wanted for me. And for you, it might be different. And some people say, hey, you should be superficial. You should just date whoever. And I don't believe that. I said you should be definite of what you want. And then only get what you want. Don't settle for anything less because that's when you manifest exactly what you want. And it's funny when I look at this picture, I'm like, yo, that's Jazz. And it's so cool because you can manifest anything you want in your life. I did it with the car. I did it with the girl. I did it with the house. And those things are, to me, light compared to what else I got in these videos. That's why I don't want to show you because I want to show you after the fact. But again, the same car, IS 250. Sitting right outside is what I drive every single day after it being on my vision board 3 years prior. 3 years prior. So long story short,